Good evening, everyone. Under Dr. P.K. Girpade series, we are bringing you the mechanism of labor of a complete breech. For today, our model will be Chinku, and we will be delivering Chinku via a maternal pelvis, by this pelvis. So we will take Chinku as a complete breech in which the legs are flexed at the knee joint as well as the ankle joint. The arms are flexed like this, and this. So and the head is also in a flexed position. So it will be a delivery of complete breech. Before I go on, I have to tell you a few things. As I have to remove the legs and arms of Chinku, so before I do that, I'll tell you a few things. The first is the bitrochanteric diameter. This is the first diameter which gets engaged in a breech. This is the femur of Chinku. So the trochanter is here till here. So I will be telling this is the bitrochanteric diameter, this thing. So this will be engaged. And the second is the biacromial diameter, as the acromion process lies here on the humerus. So the biacromian diameter will be from here to here. So coming on to the delivery of breech, first I would like to tell you this is the pelvis, and I will be taking right sacro-anterior position. That is, the sacrum will be lying anterior. So Chinku will be like this. Chinku will go on like this inside the pelvis. I have to remove the legs of Chinku so as to make it better. So we have now Chinku here without legs and upper limb. So coming back, we have placed Chinku in right sacro-anterior diameter. See, this will be the right side of the pelvis, so right sacro-anterior. That is, the sacrum is towards the right. Or we can say that the sacrum is towards the opposite side of iliopubic eminence. So the diameter of engagement, as you see here, the diameter of engagement is the bitrochanteric diameter. The femur was here, so trochanters are here. So the engagement, that is when it crosses the pelvic brim, it is crossed as in bitrochanteric diameter. And as the buttocks reaches the pelvic floor, there is internal rotation, due to which the buttocks rotates 1/8 of the circle, such that the sacrum lies exactly behind the pubic symphysis. I hope you can appreciate it nicely. So when it goes down, there is internal rotation, and the the sacrum has come directly behind the pubic symphysis. So while delivering the baby breech, we have to wait till we see the umbilicus of the baby. That is called as the no touch technique. That is, we will wait till the baby umbilicus is out by maternal efforts itself. And when the baby is out till the umbilicus, then we help the legs out so that we assist it. That is called as assisted delivery. That is, we help the legs come out and the legs come this side. After that, there is external rotation of the buttocks to 1/8, so that it comes in the line of the body inside the pelvis. Now the second part which engages is the shoulder. Shoulder engages in the same diameter as that of the buttocks, that is the transverse diameter. So shoulders will again, this biacromion diameter will get engaged in a transverse diameter and will go down, and due to the pelvic floor it will rotate 1/8 of the circle, making the anterior shoulder behind the pubic symphysis. So while delivering the baby, it will come out like this. So we have to pull the baby out. Once the once the shoulder is out, anterior and posterior, there is external rotation. External rotation so that there is less of twisting of the neck. And then the head gets engaged. The occiput part of the head comes directly behind the pubic symphysis as it goes internal rotation in the opposite direction. So once it comes opposite the pubic symphysis, we have to deliver the head with the help of Bunn-Marshall technique. That is, we have to move the head outward, upward and forward. That is, if the baby is like this, we have to pull the baby with the legs going up. With the legs going up like this. That is forward and upward. And or what we can do is we can apply the forceps and bring out the baby by holding the baby like this and applying the forceps. The forceps applied in olden days was Piper's forceps. Or what third thing we can do is by the malar flexion and shoulder extension, which I'll explain you in the next video. So by Bunn-Marshall technique, if we want to deliver the head, we have to pull the baby in upward and forward direction. So we are going to deliver chinku in upward and forward direction, and we have to pull it like this. And chinku is delivered safely. So we have delivered chinku. So we have now delivered the chinku safely. See, sometimes what happens is actually breech delivery, we have to keep patience. Sometimes what happens due to high forces or very high pull or wrong method of pull, it can lead to injury. So suppose the head is coming, like head is engaged, and we are applying the wrong forces. If we apply the wrong method, like the method which I showed you was forward and upward, that is called as the Bunn-Marshall technique. If we apply it wrongly, then sometimes trauma to the baby can occur and it can lead to, chinku got damaged. Oh my god, chinku got damaged. So please be careful, as it can lead to a lot of problems. So please don't try this at home. Make sure you go to a hospital, good hospital, before you for your deliveries, and get it done with the help of a good gynecologist. And don't do it at home. Thank you.